I'm Aaron Hallett. I write original Christian rock. Just tuned. See how long that holds though, because it's super cold out. My heat's trying to keep up, and yeah. All right, so last night I put down a little memory aid idea in my phone. I was just listening to it. So it's just that. Drop down a whole step. I guess I'll just repeat the same thing down again, and then I've got to come up with a chorus though. So I think like the first thing is going to be a verse, then just a little two-part thing. It'll only happen once, so it won't actually be that long in the whole scheme of things. And then what do I want to go into? That is the question. I just do E major, C sharp minor 9, and then I'll do G sharp minor. You're gonna hear drums. I use that as a metronome. All right, so I write a song every day, and I usually like to get like one take through all the way through the song, but I am fighting every muscle memory and instinct I have to hit that tritone because my brain just says wrong. So I had a hell of a time getting through that verse without trying to force, like say when I'm doing the E, do that B flat as a B, and I was like, okay, I just played verse, pre-chorus, chorus, and all I'm going to do is splice the video together, so there's going to be a crossfade. So, bleh. That's all I have to say about that. All right, so I'm just going to do that cut. I just can't make my brain accept that that note should be there. It's not hard. It's one of those things, like, just give me a little practice and I'll play this in my sleep. I'm writing this on the spot, you know? I did, like, pre-plan it a little bit, but I crappily played it one time on my phone. That's all the practice I had. That's going to just place together there. I'm going to layer the snot out of it. And I don't show any of that on the multi-window thing I do either. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, like this is the first time seeing my stuff, I just put together all the parts, like multiple windows on the same screen type thing. I used to do everything all the way through, which was a royal pain. I'm going to do an immediate thing here, just see what this sounds like. All right, so I'm going to automate like the first one. And then I'm going to write a couple things in here. All right, and then I'm going to go on. Right off here. I don't know that I want it on here, but I'm just going to do it to see. All right, I think I'm not going to have it on. Okay, so what this is doing is dropping the pitch every time I go boom, boom, boom. Full octave. So I'm going to put that on read so I don't mess it up. I could do a duplicate side, but I'm going to splice this thing together in a couple of different takes if I do. That might sound good on its own. Let me listen to that. Okay, no automation required. That one sounds good. Cool. Easier, better. All right, so this part is going to be just pretty redundant. I just blatantly played that chord wrong. So you know what? Now G sharp, C sharp. Why did that go crazy big? What the hell just happened? Wait, no, it's not working. What the hell just happened? Okay, there we go. I don't recall dragging that to a ginormous size. There's usually a little thing where I can like see the percentage of the screen, but I'm not seeing it for some reason. Like, seriously, the fact that I can play those drop tunes without doing a thing to the tuning pegs is awesome. All right, I'm going to go right here. Pitch dropping. I can do it on here too. I've got a pedal. I'll use the pedal because I don't need the computer to do all the heavy lifting here. Just some low end, low chord tone information. Might start layering some stuff there, and then here I might, but I'm probably going to do it with the MIDI stuff. Okay, so let me see. This would be verse again right here, and this is going to be something. Do a guitar solo over. I don't know what the hell key this would be in. I did the guitar solo, hit save, grab my bass. I'm tuning it. Actually, I just tuned it. And what do I want to do? I mean, just doing the tritunes kind of... It might just be all I do. I apologize for this, but I just don't feel like it today since I did the guitar too. I'm just going to line the freaking... yeah. Okay, here we go. Lazy ass way to do that. Lazy, but I just did the whole thing through the chorus, and then I'm just going to paste it there 3 times, and I'm done. If I decide to do any MIDI stuff... controller note to tell it to do a power chord. Because that just has that sizzle. If I mute it, you can hear it. It's faint, but yeah, it's nice. If you know the scale and notes you want, that's a good way to just go put them right in there. Because in this case, I just wanted something doing 16 notes just going all over the place, so yeah. Paste, and this one might be too loud here. Let me see. Yeah, I got too much going on. Okay, I'm just going to delete that one. And then those delay trails should go out over... Nice. All right, there. I decided to not be lazy, and I tracked the drums all the way through. I could have just hit a at the end of the first chorus. That's the word I just made up for kick and crash at the same time for the end of the song. But I opted to continue playing all the way through, so yeah. I took a little hydration break, put some lyrics down. I'm going to try some stuff on the verse. It's probably going to be a little weird. Let this be what that will be, yeah, laughter. I don't know if I like how I'm singing it. Let me see. Oh, you know what? Let this be what that will be, yeah. All right, I think I got it. Okay, new track and chorus. What do I want to do? Did it for the rest of the song. Just gonna do that. All right, I think I got it. I'm gonna throw some robot harmonies on this with my plugin called... Well, it's not my plugin, but it's a plugin I own called Humanoid, especially for this chorus. That kind of like reverb trail. That kind of like breathy noise could sound really cool with that on there. I've just been doing a lot more like realistic recording, you know, because nobody records everything all the way through. I mean, some people do, like there's live recordings and stuff, but I'm doing a song every day, like I said, and that's just unrealistic anymore. I used to do it. I did it for quite a while. I can do it. But do I need to? No. I'm going to do it every once in a while just for practice, you know. It's good for like practice so I know I could still perform live if necessary. Although I don't know why, because I have literally no desire to play live ever. Lyrics. They're going to be copy pasted to the bottom of the description box. I literally pasted the same verse, so the lyrics are the same second verse. But they are down there. If I get up there in range and scream and stuff like that, you can't understand a word I'm saying. I don't even know what I'm saying because I'm making this stuff up on the day of. I don't commit anything to memory. If you ask me to play that guitar solo again, no chance. I just improvised it. I could play a lot of the same things, but I want to be exactly a match. Anyway, though, they're down there. The middle of my description box has where you can find me online, purchase, and stream my music. I got a big paragraph just listing all the places. Pretty easy to understand. Then at the top, it's a link to the best Bible teaching I know of. I always say it's Christian rock in the beginning. My lyrics are sometimes about that, sometimes not, but they are occasionally. And what I do is just put that link there because it's objective teaching. Everything else I see online is subjective teaching. When I say objective, it's just what does it actually mean? What were the writers intending? Grammar translation from the original languages, which clears up a whole lot of problems immediately, and just teaching with nothing else. So I think it's a good resource. Knowing there's a lot of bad resources online, I just put this here and say, hey, if you want to check this out, it's like the real deal. That's why that's there. I'll be out tomorrow morning writing another song. So that's it. Thanks for watching. See you then. Bye.